All right. Big Dawg Blast.
That's what it is.
Yes,
I'm here.
I've been waiting for this moment for so long. I mean, I know you Hollywood now, but
nah, never that, but you know, keep it moving though.
Yeah, so we in this talking music business with Carol Dorsey, and in this music industry, I give the knowledge to the artists that need it to understand the industry itself. There's so much going on with it, and it definitely starts from the DJs.
Absolutely.
Number one and first and foremost. But I want to get the history of you before we get into details on how artists need to take advantage of working with DJs and dealing with radio. But when Big Dawg Blast started?
Big Dawg Blast started. I actually started from the strip clubs, strip club DJ, and from there, man, I decided I wanted to do radio. You know what I mean? Well, let's go back. Strip club, mobile DJ, cabaret DJ. I did it all. You know what I mean? Before I got to where I am right now. So.
In the decision making, because you know DJs is two different kinds of DJs to me. They got the DJs with techniques and the DJs that play records.
Right. But when you say the DJ with the technique, you talking about like battle DJs. Those the ones that cut and be doing tricks and everything like that. Those the
three guys.
Well, yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah.
When you, what was this when you decided, I'm about to go in the basement, I want to do this?
I actually, a friend of mine, I was like 14, 15, I was around the corner from my house playing football with a friend of mine. He's like, I'm about to go in the house and DJ. And I'm like, what you mean DJ, like scratch and stuff? He's like, yeah. So I was like, show me what you be doing. So took me in the house. You know, he showed me he was doing. I was really impressed with it. You know what I mean? So I went around, went home, told my stepfather. And at this time, my stepfather, man, anything I wanted to do, because I wanted to be a mechanic. I wanted to do a whole bunch of stuff. So when I wanted to be a mechanic, he bought me a toolbox and bought me all the stuff I wanted. I wanted to be in band, so he bought me all the things that I wanted. But and it didn't cost that much. But when it came to the DJ stuff, the DJ stuff was expensive. And when I told him the price of that, he's like, look, everything you wanted to do, I paid for it. But this is pretty, because my boy was telling me he could sell me the stuff for like $200. Well, it was like I think he said like $700, something like that.
That undercover stuff. You come under the gutter.
Well, no, with the equipment, because I said, well, how much for the turntables and everything that I need? He was like, probably like $700. Went to my stepfather, and he was like, nah, you gonna, you know, because you jump in and out of everything. Maybe if you pay for it yourself this time, you'll stick with it. So, long story short, man, I used to work at Tiger Stadium as a junior usher at the original Tiger Stadium.
Okay, we going back on Big Dawg.
I used to wipe seats for tips.
Yeah, Big Dawg.
You know what I mean? So my boy wound up selling me his turntables for like $50 or something like that. And from that point on, man, I worked and boom.
So in your craft, was it something, who did you idolize becoming a DJ, learning the crafts of being one?
Well, at the time when I first started, I just wanted to scratch. I just was upstairs in my room just scratching all day. So, and then my boys had took me around to other DJs and I started seeing different things. But as I got you know, really deeper into it, I started hearing the DJs on the radio, you know, Gary Chandler, DJ Unique, rest in peace DJ Unique, DJ Fingers, and so, and then when I really think back to it, I remember the Wizard used to be on the radio too, but I wasn't thinking about DJing then. But as I got older, when I got to DJing, I remember hearing him scratching and everything, hearing the mixes, and I used to record the mixes when my mama had the radio, and I used to record the mixes. But at that time, I still didn't even really understand what it was. I just liked the music. So, you know, like I said, Gary Chandler and Fingers and them, as I really got deep into it, them was the ones that I looked up to, and was like, man, I really like what they're doing. So.
My question in three, because we're gonna get to where you at today. So I'm trying to bring out the history on it. As you scratch, you know, some people, when you have true talent, you never notice it, other people do. So when was someone approached you and said, damn, bro, you got it?
Well, like I said, I used to go around other DJs doing it, like DJ Flex. He was you know, he's still in the strip club now. That was actually the first DJ. Shout out to Flex too. That was the first DJ I really saw like get down. I used to hear these DJs on the radio, but when I seen we was over on the east side somewhere at this dude's house, I can't even think of his name, but he walked in and the dude was bragging about like, you know, boy Flex finna come over here. And I thought I was sweet. I was sweet. But when my man came over there, and tore it down, I was just like, dang, I got a lot of work to do. So me and him, we got cool and we always practiced. And, you know, so that was the first person that I really, DJ Flex was like the first person I really saw get down and tear it up. Like,
okay, now off that, what got you before we get to strip clubs? Okay, did you start off doing house parties? Did you start off, you know, cabaret? What was your
my first party when I got in DJing? It'll go back to my stepfather. I had the turntables, and then one of my uncle's girlfriends, her niece was turning 13. They wanted me to DJ party, and I didn't have a mixer. The mixer is, you know, you got your two turntables and you got the mixer. The mixer is what controls each turntable that brings the sound out. So I didn't have one. So I think I was getting $80 for the party.
All right. Get us money.
But I didn't have a mixer. My boy around the corner sold me out. He was supposed to let me use his mixer, but he was going to job for it, so he left and didn't give me the mixer. And my stepfather loaned me, I think the mixer from Radio Shack was like $60 or something like that. So he gave me the money for that. So I did the party, and I really didn't make no money because I had to give that money right back to him. You know what I mean? He was on me about that.
Did you rock that, Mom?
Oh yeah, I rocked it. Now listen, the funny thing is, I rocked it. But all I wanted to do was scratch it, guys. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I did was
scratch. Was you that bathroom DJ?
All I had probably like 25 records. I brought records from my girlfriend at the time. She had Slick Rick and stuff like that. And I went to my auntie house and so I came in there with my crate, got some speakers from my auntie house, went down to the basement. Yeah, I rocked it, man, because they had just painted the basement. And the basement was sweating. There was so many people down there, and that was the first party I did, man. And I was hooked. I rocked it.
That was legendary.
That was it right there, man.
That was the start.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, you got the Big Dawg Blast on.
Yeah.
Where that name came from?
Well, Big Dawg Blast, I switched it because I was DJ Blast.
Okay.
And I felt like when I got on radio, there was never no radio announcer with the name DJ in front of it. So I changed to DJ. Plus, I felt like DJ Blast was dated, but everybody used Blast now anyway, Winter Blast. But I felt like that was kind of dated, so I was like, I'm gonna be your big dog, and big dog mean your best friend. Like, you know, you can't say the N word.
Yeah.
You really, I mean, if I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm like your nigga. That's what it is. Like Big Dawg Blast, like your nigga Blast, but I can't say nigga on the radio. So it's like I'm your friend.
I'm your dog.
I'm your big dog. You know what I mean? Your best friend is your dog. Your friend is your dog. So that's what it is. Yeah, your dog. So your best friend is your big dog. So I'm your big dog. I'm your best friend. That's what Big Dawg Blast means.
Yeah,
it's your Big Dawg Blast, but I just dropped the YA. And I just be like, it's Big Dawg Blast. So that's where that comes from.
Oh, that was sweet. What made you, so that was getting the history, seeing the profession getting better and better. What was your what made you say, I'm being a strip club DJ? What's your reason? Because it's the D, you know, the D known.
Yeah. Well, back when I was doing it, back in the 90s, I kind of fell into it because I was doing after hours. And they had the naked girls in there. And, you know, it was dangerous, but I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? The girls were butt ass naked, you know what I mean? A whole lot going on. But then this guy was like, hey man, it's a strip club hiring a DJ. And I was like, well, fuck it, you know. I'll do that. At least it's legal. I ain't got to worry about the doors getting kicked off the hinges and they getting shot up. So you know what I mean? So that's how I wound up being in the strip club. And I rode the strip club for like 7-8 years. I bounced around, man. I did Spinks. It was called The Elegance then. Then I went over to the Brass Key. I DJ'd over there for a minute. Then I DJ'd at the Grind. The Grind just burnt down. So
I saw that on
Yeah. So I've been around. Yeah, I did shit. Was Joy Road, Evergreen. I've been over there. It was called Secret City. Yeah, I've been around for a minute.
Okay, so the concept of you in the strip club, you know, you Big Dawg Blast, you traveling all over, that means your name is hot. Was it because of your creativity and how you played your music?
Well, it took me a minute to be one of the top strip club DJs. You know what I mean? The top strip club DJs was the Hard Bodies, DJ Hen House, Madhouse, man, the list goes on. Flex, Drunken Master. These were the top strip club DJs. So, and just so happened the club I was in, that's why I started bouncing around. Because when I was at the Elegance, it wasn't the club to be at, because she wouldn't let us play no cussing records in there.
She was nice.
She was like, don't play those cussing records in here. And I'm like, why? She'd be like, she's like, because you're degrading the women. I was like, I don't think we can degrade them no more than they are. They already showing everything. But nevertheless, you know, I had a good time there. So back to what you were saying, I wasn't the premier DJ, like the number one. It took me a minute to get to where I wanted to be, where niggas was like picked up when you start naming off DJs in the strip club. It took me a minute to get to that.
Okay, that major name relative amongst the DJs.
Yeah.
Now, getting to, you started doing your thing, and now radio came into play. How did that happen? That you made some moves. You
man. Radio,
to get the radio, man.
Like I said, I was always intrigued with radio. I never really knew how much, but radio, it was certain things on radio I used to hear and I liked. Like one of the main things that caught me about radio was when I used to be in a car with my mom or something, and I hear the radio announcer, and I didn't even know these terms at the time, you know, like radio announcer. I didn't know what they were called. I didn't know nothing about caller, the name caller, and nothing like that. But I used to hear the person on the radio giving away a prize or whatever. And what used to always blow my mind was the guy be talking, well, you got this, that, and the third. And at the end of the conversation, he'd be like, so tell me your favorite radio station. And they'd be like, FM 98 WJLB. But what used to kill me was the intro of the song would be playing. You know, it ain't no words, it's just the intro. And right soon as the person said, FM 98 WJLB, the words of the song would come in, and it used to blow my mind. I'm like, how do they time that like that? And that was one of the things I always used to listen for when I used to be on the radio, when I used to be listening. And when I finally got a chance to go up in a radio station, that was the first thing I asked the person, like, hey, how do y'all time the person on the phone? And y'all always ask them, what's your favorite radio station? And as soon as they say the favorite radio station, the words of the song come in. And they gave me some bullshit. Oh, we just feel it and shit like that. But when I got there, I figured it out. Everything is, they got everything is numbers, So the machines that they use, they can count it down. So that was the first thing when I first got to radio. That was the first thing I asked.
So the opportunity was, when the DJ came at you, or they came at you with something you went, the spot was open.
Well, no, I changed it. Well, let me back up a little bit. I wanted to get on radio as a DJ, spinning records on the radio. My boy hooked me up with R.J. Watkins in Highland Park. They had a radio station out there, 88.1.
Yeah.
So took me over there, got me on the radio, spinning. Then I wanted to talk on the radio, and I was like, I want to talk on here too. You know what I mean? I don't want to just DJ. I want to talk on there, and so they allowed me to do that, and that was my dream of saying, all right, well, I want to get to a bigger radio station. And JLB was the station that I wanted to do. And I never seen no DJ on JLB as a host and a DJ.
A real DJ.
Yeah, like I never, you know what I'm saying? It was either you had Bushman and then you had Gary Chandler. It was never the two. Like, it was never one person doing the two. And I wanted to do that. And I never thought it could happen on JLB because I never saw that. I never saw it. It was like I said, it was either you talk and then you had your DJ that played the music. So I strive to do that. You know what I mean? So I did it.
Mixtape, you started a mix show. We're gonna get into
mix show
and all that.
Yeah, mix show. I started out mix show.
The opportunity to come do some
And I, another DJ that inspired me to really want to be on the radio was Reggie Reg.
Okay.
He used to do afternoons here, and I heard him on the radio. I always heard the name, but one particular day I just happened to really tune in to him. I heard his callers calling him, and they was really, just excited to have him on the phone, and I was like, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? And this is before I really decided that I wanted to, now let me back up. This is what made me say I wanted to do both.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I heard him on the radio, and then I just kept listening every day, and I just, the way he talked, it was real smooth and everything, and I was like, who is this dude? So I heard he was gonna be at a skating rink, and this is true story, man. I heard he was gonna be at a skating rink. I used to actually just turn into the radio just to hear what he, just how he talked, how he talked over his music, it was cool to me, man. And the people would call and Reggie Reg this, Reggie Reg that. And then they say he was gonna be at the skating rink. And I said, I'm gonna go see who this dude look like.
Yeah.
Who is this dude? And I paid to get in the skating rink, Northland skating rink. And I asked him, I said, hey, who is Reggie Reg? And he pointed him out, and this dude was about 5'2". And I was like, that's Reggie Reg. And I met him and I told him, and when I walked out that skating rink, I said, I want to do that too. I want to be a radio personality and a DJ.
Nah. So we got Big Dawg Blair's passion. We got his technique coming into scratching the way he wanted to do it. We got you working the radio. We got you stepping in. Now we about to step into the real world, the entertainment world. Right. We about to get into the entertainment world.
And that's when it get real.
Yeah. We get to the entertainment
That's
world.
when it get real. When you in there.
Yeah, when you in. Now, in your history and dealing with the music industry, and we all know that, you know, music can't be heard unless the DJ play a part of that technique. Music has to be played, it has to be heard. They have clubs, you know, they have clubs, you have radio, you have jukeboxes in your house, everything.
Well, I wouldn't say that it's just the DJ nowadays. You got other ways of getting your music played too, internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we getting advanced. We gonna get there.
Yeah. Okay. We still got. Okay, all right. Let me shut up. I'm being interviewed. Okay.
So we weren't our way up.
Okay, go ahead.
Say how it really got.
Okay.
I want you to clarify the importance of a DJ outside of the elements that do give artists opportunities to get their music heard.
Yeah.
A DJ does play an asset
Absolutely.
into this entertainment world and actually, you know, help. Like radio stations, DJs are on there. They on there to entertain people as well as to play the music.
Right.
It's levels to this shit.
It definitely is levels to the shit.
It's levels to this shit.
Yeah, man, you definitely need your DJ to play your records because, you know, he might have a crowd. He got a crowd that he entertains, and they look to him for the music. They
keep them on the floor.
Keep them on the floor. So it's up to him to take your record and say, yeah, I'm gonna take this record and try this record out on my crowd. So you know what I mean. I'm gonna introduce this song to my people, the people that love me. So yeah, that DJ really he got a very important job. Yeah.
It's a technique because it all starts, it's all levels, like you said.
Yeah.
It's clubs.
Yeah.
Then once the DJ got you rocking the club, you got your radio, people listening in the house and car, hear the same record. Then you got the internet, hitting it on the internet. And then, like you said, it brings it to where DJs are needed to help break records. So we're going to the breaking of the records. Artists come in, they need to have it. And you have one of the #1 DJ coalitions in Detroit.
Right.
The Conglomerate DJs.
Shouts out to my crew, Conglomerate DJs.
What was your passion to make that happen? Because that name has been branded for a long time, and y'all carry a lot of weight. And outside of you being a radio DJ, you hold a coalition that, you know, artists respect. They look up to you most definitely. And it was a reason why you put this together.
Yeah, my reason for building the Conglomerate DJs coalition was that I was a DJ that wasn't on the radio all my life. I was like I said, strip club DJ in after hours, and when we went back to saying DJs play a part in breaking music, I felt like I did that before I was on radio.
Bingo.
You know what I mean? You know, strip club DJs, the hen house, the drunken masters, and I felt like they wasn't getting there. You know, people wasn't respecting them because they wasn't on the radio. And when I got to radio, I felt like I wanted to bridge that gap because people was always, you know, frowning down on the DJs if you wasn't on the radio. And, you know, even radio DJs frown down on DJs. And I was like, well, I was once one of them, and I don't want to get to this level and act like, well, that's them. You know what I mean? He not where I'm at. So I wanted to bridge that gap, and I felt like some DJs needed that recognition. Some of them. Some of the DJs, you know, they was putting in that work, and I felt like they needed to be recognized for that. You know what I mean? You know, but now that I'm in radio, I definitely understand the politics in it. You know what I mean? I definitely understand why they felt like the radio DJs weren't important. But I also feel like those street DJs are just, they might not be as important because now I know the deal, but they got an importance too to this game.
Because the radio generate sales
Right.
for artists to get digital
Exactly.
downloads, to get sales, physical CD sales and everything, while the DJs in the clubs allow them to dance and party off the record. And not
because the DJ in the club, he can play this many times as he wants.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If he want to bring it back, hey, I want y'all to hear this. I want y'all to check this, my man out. Da 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 da. Boom. He got that control. You know what I mean? If he got 500 people in there, that's 500 people that's got to stay there and listen to that.
Yeah.
And if he wants y'all to hear it again, he can do it again. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So it helps out. It
Yeah.
promotes itself.
Absolutely.
The conglomerate DJs, I salute definitely. You're the president of the conglomerates. You building into this, you not only, like you said, strip club radio host, you do it all. You also give back to the community. You do a lot of charity events to bring the coalition together and show the love back. Explain why you feel that outside of breaking records that is just bigger than that as a whole.
As far as the conglomerate?
Yeah, the conglomerate's playing a part, but you playing a part because you're doing a lot to bring back to the community.
Well, I just think it's what I should do. You know what I mean? I'm in a position and the light is on me. So I want to do more than just play records and break records. I want the people to know me for more than just that, just a host. I want them to know that I'm somebody that cares about what's going on. The best that I can, you know what I mean? So
a lot of people, the level is usually when you get to that level, a lot of people in the community will look to people.
Yeah, and I know people look up to me or people like me, and they want to see what I'm gonna do. So I feel like it's my job to give. And me coming up, I used to see celebrities giving back. You know what I mean? When you're in a position to give back, you're supposed to. You know what I mean? It's only right.
Yeah, it's only fair. I mean, because some people gotta learn. Some people don't know how to get out the struggles, and they feel more appreciated when they see other people do. Back to us giving back to the community. I want to jump back to far as the artists. I'm coming off of rocker here. The artists when it gets to breaking records. We need to get that understood outside of everything. You as a DJ, when somebody brings you a record and you listen to it, do you give your honest opinion about it?
Yeah, I will give you my honest opinion because I prefer to be straight up with you instead of bullshitting you. Because if I'm bullshitting you in the beginning, I'm gonna have to keep on bullshitting you. So if I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you why I don't like it. I'm not just gonna say I don't like it. I'm gonna tell you why, and maybe we can figure a way to fix that problem. So,
because I think artists need to know that. So when you do get a record you like, is techniques to it. What's your technique on working a record in? Because you have a coalition.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I get a new record. And I truly like this record. And when I'm on the radio, and before I play this record on the radio, or in the club, this is the technique I did, especially for the radio. Our job is to give the people what they want to hear. And you want to keep the people listening as long as you can, just like on the dance floor. You want to keep them people out there for as long as you can.
Yes.
So before I play a new record, it may take me 8 to 10 songs. Because I want to make sure they tuned in, they feeling what I'm doing. And then I'm going to drop this record because by this time you trusting me right now. You know what I mean? If I've been playing everything so far, you've been loving everything I got, now I'm about to play something new. Everything else I've been doing behind, so I feel like you would trust me to play this with this new record. You know what I mean? So that's how I work. I don't just go back to back to back with new records. I play a record, play some hits, familiar records, recurrence or whatever, then I hit y'all off with new. And by me talking on the radio, I can tell you like, yo, this is the new such and such. You know what I mean? So that will make you listen or tune in. Or, you know what I mean? Like, well, let me check it out. Whether it's Detroit or not. You know what I mean? That's just how I do it.
Of course, with all around artists. Well, on that note, with artists today, what advice? Everybody always coming to me, oh, I need the radio DJ. I need the radio DJ. Like you say, it's levels to the shit.
All right.
Should it start from the club before?
I mean, it should start with you grinding first, building your fan base. I understand that the radio is important, but the radio is the last stop. You know what I mean? By the time we get to it, everybody should have had it by now. You know what I mean? By the time it come to me, I really should be late on it. You know what I mean? Until you are an established artist, where I feel like I need to have your record first.
In my mix.
Yeah, but as a beginning artist, man, I'm your last resort unless I'm in the strip clubs, and then you say play my records. But radio, that should be the last resort.
Yeah,
that's your last stop. That's your last stop.
That means you done all what you need to do.
Yeah, it started with you first, selling yourself to the people, and the people love you. Get your fans up, and then one other thing, man, people gonna you don't have to say too much, man. The people gonna speak. It's louder when somebody else say that this guy is the shit. You know what I mean? That's why to me, I don't get on nothing and say Big Dawg blast the shit. To me, Carol Dorsey is co-signing down the shit by having me sitting in this chair and she's interviewing me. So to me, that's enough for me right there. So, you know what I mean? I don't have to say.
Self-proven. That's what people understand.
I'm saying that to say, artists, you don't have to say, you don't have to tell me your record is hot. Let somebody else tell me. And somebody's gonna tell me that don't even really know you. That's gonna know your music, and he or she's gonna say, you should be fucking with this record.
Yep.
And when I hear that, then I'm gonna investigate. I'm gonna ask around. Boom. We go from there.
It's on and pop.
On and pop.
And that's where the technique comes from. So, this, last year, we came together with a lot of reasons. What you just said was something that you decided that you wanted to educate artists on, because you see the true talent here in Detroit. And you saw that they was lacking the education, so you did your first annual Conglomerate DJs Music Contest.
Yeah.
It was very successful.
It wasn't gonna do it again.
Of course, yeah. The year was successful. This year you back on the ground and bringing a lot of people in and doing our things. What made you make that decision? Because that was something you had a passion about, like you said, you've been on it.
Yeah, because I see a lot of my artists from Detroit. They hear about these DJ conventions, retreats out of town, and they run down to them. They spend all their money to get there, and I'm gonna be real, I don't think nothing comes out of it, because I don't think that the industry is taking my artists serious. So, because they don't know what's going on in their hometown. You feel what I'm saying? Like, artists, I could be from Detroit, which I am, and I can go out of town and tell anybody that I'm the shit at home, but they really can't, they ain't gonna believe me because I have no proof.
Yes.
So, what I wanted to do, I wanted to do the thing here, because we got a lot of talent here in the city.
Yes.
And I wanted to bring people from out of town to come to my city and see how these artists get down, the Tone Tones, the KDs, the Doughboys, Cash Out, the Ice Web Bezel, and see how these people love them here in this city. You know what I mean? So that was the plan. And it was pretty good. You know what I mean? The artists, it took them a minute to catch on to what I was trying to do, but I think this year is gonna be even more successful, because last year was good. The people and the artists, like, man, we had a ball. So this year is gonna be even bigger. So yeah, that was the reason why, man. I just want people outside of our city to know that it is talent here, that we have talent, and it is people here that love these Detroit artists.
They do. They
love these Detroit artists.
They really do. And what I respect you about is that you have so much passion to see everybody make it. Big Dawg is the nice one. And he's the face of everything and stuff. And like you said, look, you gave back to the community with the food. Shout out to your girl. Or Latrell. Shout out to Latrell. Joining forces with you and stuff. Giving back to the community.
Metamorphosis Management.
Yes. She's a sweetheart. She, you got that, you give back to me, you see things that you want to see done, you want the music conference to be done, you put your coalition together to break artists the right way. Now you bringing back you making this more of a retreat this time.
Yeah, man. Right now, I'm more concerned about getting the Midwest DJs, because we gotta lock down our region.
Yes, of course.
You know what I mean?
I can't even say
that. Because once we lock down our region, then the music gonna spread. A lot of people think, well, shit, Atlanta's what's happening. I need to go to Atlanta. Nah, man, because that's where they doing their thing down here.
Too much.
Yeah, we gotta do our shit right here. We got it, man. And it's talent here. So my thing is, let me lock down the few DJs that's from the Midwest, and it won't be hard, because the Midwest, we just get Chicago, Minneapolis, Cincinnati.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Chicago, number 3.
Yeah, so we Detroit, we bring all these DJs together right here. We just have a good time, man. Get their artists and work with them. Yeah, man. Let's just do our thing. And my thing is, man, it's not going to be a Detroit thing. Like it's gonna have to be a Midwest takeover, man. Because when you think of the South, yeah, Atlanta might be the hub, but you got Texas, you got Florida, you know what I mean. You got Alabama, you got all these artists from all these different places. But yeah, it's the South. But all these motherfuckers are different. There's different places in the South. Just like it'd be a Midwest. It's the East Coast. You got Jersey, Philly, New York, West Coast, Oakland, LA, Compton.
Midwest,
it's the Midwest. We got to do a Midwest.
So DJ's Midwest takeover.
It's what's got to be. It's got to be a Midwest takeover.
They're the name, Jay.
Yeah.
Midwest takeover.
Yeah.
That's it. It needs to happen. That's going to be the artists being able to communicate with the DJs, exchange hands, and, you know, get to know each other, feel their music out, be able to showcase their talent, and get educated at the same time.
Yeah. Education, man, you know, I know people don't really like to hear that word, like, man, you ain't got to tell me, but, I mean, I learn something every day. And I've been doing radio since 2001, and every day I learn something, man. You got to remain a student of this game, because the minute you think you don't have to know nothing else, dog, you're going to be stuck in technology, and everything is going to be moving, and you're going to be right there where you was. Talking about, I know what go on. You know, I know how this works. This shit change all the time. Yeah, it's really not. It's not a blueprint to this, because everything changes all the time. So just because this worked for this guy, this might not work for you. You got to do something different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So remain a student of the game, man.
Yep, and then see if this your place.
Yeah.
Man. Sometimes you got to know your place. And it may not be in the place you want to be.
Yeah.
You got to understand your place. Also, you're a part of
the... Because I didn't want to be...
Yep.
I didn't want to be the face of the conglomerate DJs. I'll be real with you. That wasn't my plan. I actually wanted to give somebody else that. But in order for me to make this move the way I wanted to move, I had to be the face. I really didn't want to do that. But I mean, it's cool. You know what I mean? I'm doing it now.
You got it. You got your thing. Not like you said, we're getting back to the community. You're doing to keep the school safe. You the head DJ host on that.
Yeah.
Because like you said, we got to get to these kids, and education is the key. Definitely, like you said, you know, they need to be a student and be in their place. What advice you can give artists and upcoming DJs that, you know, for what they need to do for us in this entertainment world? It's a technique to everything.
Well, just like I said, just in the last one, man, just remain a student, stay humble. And don't be afraid to listen, and don't be afraid to get something from somebody that's beneath you, because it's always somebody watching. Like, it's somebody watching me, and he's looking at some things, he or she looking at some things that I might not be doing right, and saying, well, yeah, I see what Blast is doing, that's good, but if he just do this, he'll be better. So that person is going to take what I'm doing and then see my flaws and gonna make himself better. So I'm saying that to say, man, I have learned things from people that's not on my level. I've talked to people, and that like, dang, Blad, I like what you're doing, man. But I'm telling you, if you just do this, this could be better for you. And this is some person that's not even, you know, I hate to use the word on my level, but that's not where I'm at. So remain a student, man. Don't be afraid to listen to somebody that's beneath you. That's a fucked up word too, but you know what it is. But you know what I mean. But a person that's not where you are, you know what I mean. And they can look at you. They looking at you and say, "Damn, you sweet, but do this."
Yeah. What's wrong with that? The weirdest person can give you the best advice.
Yeah, I learned so much from people that wasn't on my own doing what I do. So I'm just a student, man. I'm gonna remain a student for as long as I do this. Until I'm ready to stop, I'm gonna always listen.
Nah, hey, that's what I'm talking about. You be a student till you become the teacher.
Yeah, and I'm teaching. I teach other DJs if they willing to listen, and artists, you know what I mean? But I still have to learn it myself. You think teachers just become teachers? They have to read up on stuff, you know what I mean? Those different things that they want to teach you, so they have to learn. So, man, you're going to always be a student, or you're going to be an old-ass teacher. Teaching shit that ain't nobody talking about no more.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Now we got to your mixtape. We got to get to your mixtape. Now, first and foremost, I need you to give me this before we get to the mixtape and how you started that. How you want artists to bring you their music?
Man.
Because they get it messed up today. They swear to God, because they got it on the disc, it's all good.
Oh no! Oh, you mean? It's best, man. It's best to try to get it on that gig stick, man. Now CDs be skipping, and while we there, when you're doing your open mics, man, put your shit on a gig stick. CDs is done. You know what I mean? I mean, if you want to play it in your car, that's cool. But when you're trying to get it to the DJ, man, get it on a stick so he can load it up on his computer.
Quicker.
Quick. It's there. It's done.
So should it be mixed, mastered?
Oh, most definitely. I get people give me music and say, I be like, damn, man, this shit ain't mixed. Yeah, we just gonna get it mixed. But I just want you to hear it. No, don't do that. Wait till it's all
it
done.
Can mess up a whole
because now you probably messed up what I think about it. Give it to me when it's all done. So this way, when it's all done, you telling me it's right, then I can listen to it and say, yeah, okay, that's cool, but you might want to change this and change that.
Nah.
But if you telling me that it's not mixed right, so I got a whole lot of shit in my head that I could be like, man, this is fucked up. You got a whole lot wrong with this.
Nah, that's all.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, make sure your product is mixed, master, man. Spend that money. If this is your craft, man, you know this is what you want to do. You have to spend that money, man. Even me, we as DJs, we have to go out and spend the money we need for the best equipment.
Quality.
Yeah, When you see them Dr. Dre headphones, them bitches was $200. Hey, nigga, if you wanted that, if you felt like that's what you needed to be a better DJ, you go and do it. Just like you go and spend the motherfucking money on them Jordans when they drop it. You know, none of y'all niggas playing ball, but you felt like this is what you needed to make you feel better. Then do the same thing with your music, man. If you know that music, this is gonna sound better if you sending this out to be mixed and mastered, sending it to wherever, LA or whoever, and it may cost you a little money. Don't cut no corners, man.
If this your profession, do it right.
Do it right.
Don't half-ass it. Everybody trying to find a scapegoat.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I understand that because we all do it. We all try to cut some corners. But man, sometimes you can't cut no corners. You don't have to just go ahead and say, fuck it. And you'll feel better when you know that product is done and everybody on it. Like, this shit not. And you know that you spent that money for that shit to not.
Yeah, because a mix can make or break you in this industry. And that's
it can.
Oh, just like I said, real talk. You talking about mixtapes. Yeah. Okay, now you have mixtapes out.
Yeah.
I think that is another level with what artists need to hear is that, you can help artists by, being a part of your mixtape. If you feel a record, they got to submit their music to you and everything. Man, the mixtape you have done, because I sure like that when I rolled it out of town.
Oh, yeah, that was the street beats. We with Indianapolis banging that.
Yeah, that's fine, boy. You
Carol banged that mixtape so much I took it out.
Look,
the mixtapes. What was the question?
I'm asking you how many of your first one, but I like Street. That was my favorite. Boy.
Street Beats was my series. It's my series mixtape.
What level you on now?
And you know what? I do them and then I stop.
Yeah, you on your face.
I do them.
That makes them unique.
Yeah, I do them and then I stop. And then I stop doing levels 1, 2, 3 because a nigga might get level 4. He be like, well, shit, I ain't never get level 3, 2, or 1. Well, nigga, that's gone now. So now it's just another volume. That's what I call it. You know what I mean? It's just another volume. You can never say what volume. This is just another volume right here.
Some hits there. Now the conglomerate DJs now are doing one, and a lot of people been hitting me up on Facebook and Twitter saying, how could I get on that Real Talk?
Real Talk, yeah. G-Raw actually, man, he came up with that plan because we was doing the Microphone Mondays, and he felt like he wanted to give back to the artists for showing us love by coming to our event Monday after Monday after Monday. So he wanted to put the mixtape together, and he wanted me to put it, host. It took me a minute because I've been so busy and everything, but we finally got it done, and we gonna delegate. Yeah, and then we're going to continue the series. It won't be me doing them all the time. We got other DJs gonna be doing them, but yeah, man. But G-Raw for the most part, he picks that music. I got the last say so on it, but I let he pick it. And he's pretty good at that.
So you the first one.
Yeah, I did the first one.
Talk Volume 1, hosted by Big Dawg.
Big Dawg Blast. I put the whole damn thing together. And not only that, man, I'm doing another mixtape. When I was talking about the Midwest, I'm doing this Midwest music mixtape.
Great.
Where I got music from Detroit, Chicago,
Ohio,
Indianapolis, Ohio, even little cities here in Michigan, in Ypsi, Yaktown. Yeah, so I'm putting this all together. So now it's called the Midwest Music Mixtape. That's another. That's what I'm working on right there.
That combines the artists, like you said, that's hot this way,
Yeah.
to showcase their talent.
Yeah,
throughout
and my
the
plan
city.
was, see what I did was I called all the DJs that I knew out there. I said, give me your record that you playing that's not on the radio, that might be getting a few spins, but that's banging in the streets. So they sent them to me. So and that's what I did. I grabbed records from here that's hot and not really getting a lot of radio play, maybe some mix show play, but tearing the clubs up, tearing the streets up, and we just put them all together.
That's
so my plan is to try to take a artist from Indianapolis, tie him into an artist from here in Detroit. So that way, when he pushing his record out that way, he's pushing it with my artist from Detroit.
Now you blending, you circulating, you helping the entertainment industry by breaking artists throughout the
Now,
Midwest.
if I see this anywhere else, I know we know where it came from. Because I've been seeing a lot of shit I've been putting out there, and I've been opening my big ass mouth talking about it, and all of a sudden I see the shit going on. But it's cool though. At least I know I had a good idea and it worked. If it didn't come from me, at least it was done, and I'm happy with that. So that makes me know that I do have good ideas.
You're gonna be, trust me, you're gonna be the first one. So we got the mixtapes coming, we got that. We're doing the music conference again, the retreat, the Midwest Career Takeover. That's gonna be good. How they can find Big Dawg Blast? You know, Big Dawg Blast all over.
Yeah, man. You know, pretty much. You know, my Instagram and Twitter, BIGGDAWG Blast. Man, you can hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll get back with you. You know, if you're talking about if you know want to do some business, we'll go. Or you can hit up my management team right here. The number. Hit them up, and we go from there.
All right, it was a pleasure as always. I love my Big Dawg Blast. You my Big Dawg Blast.
Hey, man.
Everybody look, G-Roll call me and talk about get your orders. Tell your orders. I'm gonna don't be messing with my blast.
Yeah, man.
So,
you know.
Thank you, man.
Hey, I appreciate you having me, man. And,
I just think that you respect it too much in the city, and you got a lot to offer. And I think now this will be an eye-opener for artists to understand. And before we close it out, the Microphone Mondays, what is the purpose of that?
Well, the purpose of Microphone Monday was just because artists had no way of getting their music to us, me, Don Q, G-Raw, the DJs. So we said, okay, well, not only do you don't have to just give it to us, we'll let you perform it, and we'll see what you're doing then. You know what I mean? So that was the purpose of Microphone Mondays, man. Just so for us to keep our ear to the street with the new music, the talent. Yeah, man. You just never know, man. It's a lot of talent here, man, and people just don't have a lot of opportunity to showcase it. So once again, man, once I got in this position, you know, they gave it to me, and I'm gonna do the best I can with it.
And help everybody you can.
Help everybody. I can't help everybody. Shit, you know what I mean? I'm only one person, but if I can get Don Q to believe in you, so then I take the slack off me. Don, you believe in him? Cool, help this man. You know, G-Raw, you believe in him? Cool, help this man. Then I can help somebody else. So if I can just get everybody to help everybody, then everybody will be helped.
That's a good one.
If I can get everybody to help everybody, then everybody will be helped.
That'll work. Because I don't want to make it controversial, but I want to bring this up. BJ was saying how, another DJ, he was saying how Detroit hates everybody. Detroit is a hated city. And I just want to figure out, because you want to help everybody.
Right.
So
I just think Detroit, we struggling right now. And when you struggle, man, you just get frustrated and you get upset and you say things that you probably really don't mean. You know what I mean? So I don't think they hating intentionally. I mean, you mean to tell me that you ain't never been so frustrated? You said, fuck it, you know, I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Whether your light bill was due and you were so frustrated about it, man, you said, fuck it, you know what I mean? So I think that's more or less what's going on with the city, man. I don't think that they just necessarily hate. I just think they frustrated and they want something to happen and they don't know nothing else to do but to just, you know, just lash out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's a savable city. Hey,
yeah, man, we can be saved, man.
Yeah, I think we appreciate.
We just gotta come together. We just, you know, and everybody say that come together, but you know, and that's real. We do have to come together, but trust and believe, man. It's not just Detroit. You know what I mean? It's shit going on every goddamn way. I talk to artists all over the place, and they
tell my city hate on me.
So it's not. It just I don't know why they making such a big deal when it's coming out of here. But motherfucker, this happening everywhere.
Yeah, I just had to play that because it's just, I just feel because you trying to help everybody.
Yeah, no, I don't think we just hating, I just think it's more frustration more than hate. You know what I mean? Because I've been there. You know what I mean? I've been there thinking about certain things, and I get frustrated, and I start thinking certain things, and I just have to calm myself down and say, just sleep on it. You know?
Yeah, brighter day tomorrow.
We'll figure it out later. You know what I mean? So that's what we just have to learn how to do, man. Just chill out, go drink a beer, something. Instead of thinking of ways to, I learned this. This is what I learned. Instead of thinking of ways to just shit on something, hate on something, I just said, well, what can I do to make myself better? Because nobody is really stopping me. You know what I mean? Nobody's stopping you from doing anything. I don't give a fuck. Because if I had to listen to what people told me, I wouldn't be where I'm at. And I honestly, man, it was people told me that I couldn't be because when you from the streets, man, radio ain't gonna hire you. You know what I mean? So don't even try. Had I listened, I wouldn't be here. So don't nothing stop you with you. Believe that, bro.
Thank you.
Believe that. Trust me.
Take that. It's talking music business with Dorsey. Pleasure interviewing
the biggest dog of a bow.
Yeah. We out.
Streets are going crazy right now.